to be as consistent as possible. What do we do here? We go through listings, we dissect listings. We also answer any questions about people or anybody who wants to launch, what we think. I believe I am an expert at conversion and driving traffic to listings on and off Amazon. I've been doing this for the past 8 years. I've helped create a lot of millions on Amazon. This client we took from 400K to 1.2 mil every single month under 10 months. Andrew manages PPC. He does around $10 million in ad spend management. He also drives traffic from Amazon, for outside of Amazon to Amazon, means runs ads on other platforms such as Meta, TikTok, Reddit, WhatsApp, whatever you need. He's the ad guy. He's been doing this for the past 5 years, I think. If I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken. Yeah. So, okay. Well, you want to add anything else, Andrew? Should we go?
let's go.
Let's do it.
All right.
Emily, share the
Good morning.
screen.
Yeah, I think yeah, Daniel is writing. He has a question.
I know you have a client similar to this one. It's very competitive niche.
But I know there's a lot of money to be made there. I want to know what advice you can give me. I want to launch something like Aspen Clean in the dishwasher detergent niche.
Wow,
Or
that's such a
even
competitive niche. Can we
how do you
check
feel
them
about
out?
this?
How do I feel about the dishwasher competitive niche?
Yeah, detergent niche.
I think it's a great niche to start in. If you We got Emily in the background, by the way, guys. She is our producer for the show. So she's looking up the listing, and once she's ready, she'll share the listing. I feel great and horrible at the same time. If I were to launch this 10 years ago, I would feel amazing because it's described in safe and all that. But if it's new, I would feel like, it's hard because it's such a competitive niche. You got such big brands, and before Amazon wasn't that relevant, but now Amazon's like, you need to be on Amazon. You have to be on Amazon. Amazon has to be a part of your sales system. So all the brands and everybody wants to be on Amazon. So it's hard. I'll be honest, it's hard. I think you have to have a lot of factors in place. You need to have, first of all, inventory. You need to have distribution. You need to have a supply chain in order. Then you need to have a really good content machine on Amazon and off Amazon to be able to compete. And then you need to have a solid PPC strategy or advertisement or paid media, how we call it outside of the Amazon space, a paid media strategy, retargeting, acquiring new customers, type of funnel building, type of strategy for the funnel, top of funnel, middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel strategy. So it has to be a 360 strategy. If not, I don't believe you're gonna make it. That's my honest opinion. That's how I
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah, long story short.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think we have a lot of clients in this niche as well. I think that's great because we have a lot of insights. Big Miracle one is one of the examples. Plus, a lot of other competitors who we've helped a lot. So I think we have quite a lot of experience to talk about this. So let's check it out. All right, so dishwasher pots. I think this is a presentation that um, zero plastic. I think this is a presentation that not a lot of people or that is much better than, for example, just common detergents, as this is something that not a lot of
You
people are
mean
used to.
what do you mean by the presentation? You mean by like the actual packaging?
The pots, the pots
Oh,
specifically.
the pot itself? Okay, well, yeah. I'm looking at the actual keyword right now, the unscented dishwasher pots, and wow, they're all almost the same. Like outside, like if you search for dish unscented dishwasher pots, can you search for that?
Yeah, I'm actually looking it up. Yeah, this is what I thought. Look at this. So this is a dishwasher
Zoom out.
pots.
It's cropped. It's cropped. It's cropped. You have to zoom out.
I have to zoom out.
Yeah,
Or
you zoomed in. Oh, that's it? Okay, it's a little bit cropped. I don't know why, but okay.
let me see what I can do. Give me a second. Give me a second.
I'm gonna share my
What
screen.
about now?
But
Can-
yeah, it's
Oh yeah,
so
I see. I see. Let me see if I can improve this. What about now?
a bit better. It's now super small, but it's okay. It's okay. Let's just leave it at that. 5 years. It's a growing trend, and it's not coming out. There's a bit of a peak here and there, as you can see. This, by the way, guys, this is Google Trends. This is what people search on Google. Basically, as you know, Google tells us what people are interested in looking at. Like that's why we have that. Let's Google that. We have that verb. Um, if we go back to the, let me share my screen really quick. I want to show something.
Yeah.
Can you share my
Oh, I'm
screen?
sorry. I stopped sharing mine. But yeah.
It's okay. Share my screen, Emily, please. Thank you, Emily. So if we see here, Andrew, for the unscented, Daniel, you asked about Aspen Clean because you want to launch something similar. All right. So first of all, if you look at Aspen Clean's hero image, which is the main image, okay, it doesn't really stand out compared to the rest. Like it's at least the actual um, product packaging stands out a bit, but like if you see like they're all almost the same, like except this one, these guys that
They
we can
are
we can check.
exactly this. They are all exactly the same, and the same color palette. Like
Yeah,
all of them are blue, of course, because of the cleaning. But that's the same logic that everybody else is having. So when you look at it on the SERP, on the search engine results page, which is what you're showing right now, it
like
just it vanishes.
they're right here. You see how small this is and how because this is white on white, you can barely. So if you're going like this, let's just assume we are just going like this. Okay, I want to buy this. Are we going to compete on price? Are we going to compete how fast does it get here? How much off are we getting? How many pots are we getting? Right? For example, if I'm going down, going down, going down, going down, going down, 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 and they're here. Am I actually going to see this? I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna see this, honestly, unless I look for the brand itself. And it's just 28 pots, and then I got big ass brands like this one, look at 78, right? And like, look how small this is. And all these added benefits, they're so small, I can't even understand them. So the first thing I would do is really do an image strategy for the hero image. The one key thing, and I'll finish with this, Andrew, and I'll give you the space to speak on PPC because I think it's very important PPC here. Every single piece of content on Amazon deserves a custom strategy. Meaning, the hero image needs a custom strategy. The infographics need a custom strategy. The lifestyle images need a custom strategy. The videos need a custom strategy. The video where it's being played needs a custom strategy. So, for example, this video most likely is going to stand out way more. Why? Because of the placement, because this is the only video. Well, not this one exactly, because this video kind of sucks. I would have started with something like this. I would have started with something yucky. I would have started with what this helps us solve the problem for, right? So this video is bad, but a video here is very, very important, extremely important. Okay, like for example, look at these titles. They're so freaking small. So each type of video, depending on the placement of the video, needs a specific script, a specific strategy. And you know who can talk to you more about ads and video placement and how much you should spend and how much you should distribute your PPC money in? Andrew, go ahead, man.
All right. Yeah, what you're saying is very important. Now, this is a niche that which PPCs are not with the CPCs, which is the cost per clicks, how much it costs you to buy every click, which is the most important thing, is not are a bit expensive, are a bit on the high end, right? So basically, brands are trying to catch customers and to play in the long term value. Although the long term value for cleaning, we know that it's a bit. it's less repetitive. So it's a bit more in the long haul specifically. It's less than supplements, but it's kind of in the middle. So one cool strategy that Rafael was saying is that a lot of people, if not the great majority of advertisers, are going to try to go through sponsor ads because that's what's going to help you with that's what's going to help with the ranking, etc. So one cool way to find out, I'm sorry, give me a second, give me a second.
What's a sponsor ad for new sellers? What's a sponsor ad?
I'm sorry, sponsor products. So sponsor products is simply that you buy keyword, you put your hero image, and that's it, right?
Okay.
So great majority are gonna be investing, if not 70%, only on sponsor products.
Why?
The reason is because sponsor products is the easiest to make. You don't need extra
Yeah.
content, and as a good thing, it helps you with the ranking, which the other type of advertising does not, or at least not as directly as it helps you with sponsor products. Now, with other type of advertising, like for example, sponsor brands, which is what Rafael was saying, you can launch a video and you can try to get more search terms by way cheaper CPCs with great placements. Like for example, rest of search or top of search. If you have a great catalog, you can put a product catalog, which are those advertisements appear in the top of search, and you can get that same traffic, high quality traffic, by less in the CPCs, which I believe is way more important than is very important, especially if you're trying to launch on this niche and you're starting out. Now, another cool advice that I can give you is that, and this is kind of a trick, most advertisers, because most advertisers want the direct return of investment. A lot of them in type of advertisers, like for example, sponsor brands or sponsored display, they ask Amazon to optimize based on page views or based on conversions. Now, what that does is that a lot of people are giving Amazon the exact same bidding strategy because all of them are thinking like, hey, I want just conversions. So I tell Amazon, they think like it's like Meta ads, where you tell Meta, hey, this is what I want you to optimize my advertising for, and Meta does exactly that. But for Amazon, it doesn't work the same way. So one cool thing that you can also try out in order to escape those high CPCs is that you can try to optimize per other strategies, like for example views, right? Where you pay per impressions. I think that's also a very cool way to try and to see if you can get a lot better CPCs. I don't know if I explained myself correctly.
You kind of didn't, honestly. You went all over the place. I'll be honest with you. You lost me.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll
no
try.
worries.
I'll try to summarize it. Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
that I think that's better.
so there's different ways to run ads on Amazon. I would say the godfather of ads, it's Google. Like I think they're the first ones that actually not started, but like perfected ads. So Amazon tried to copy them in some sort of way. One of the ways that Amazon did it was with these automatic campaigns. So you have different types of ads on Amazon, but all the ads are basically three type of ads. You got top of the funnel, you got middle of the funnel, and you got bottom of the funnel, right? At the end of the day, they all care about is money. It's logical, but in the Amazon space, it's very weird because they only think that if the ad doesn't isn't directly coordinated or directly connected with a return on investment, meaning that if I spend $5, I'm gonna get $10 back, the ad doesn't work. And outside of the industry, right, in other marketplaces, top of funnel strategies are used more. On Amazon, bottom of the funnel strategies are used way more. Why? Because Amazon is a place where people go to buy already. They already know they want something. They already know that they are looking for that specific product. That's why keywords are so important. So you're like, oh, Rafa, but that's really simple. Then I just advertise to that specific keyword. Yeah, dummy, that's great. But guess what? Every other competitor is also going to do the exact same thing. Can you share your screen? Can you share your screen, Andrew, again for the listing?
Yeah, I wanted to show a bit what I was talking about, but um, to show it instead of just telling, because I know it was a bit confusing. You want me to
But let
dive
me
in on this?
yeah, let me just finish my point.
Okay.
Let me add here unscented candle. No, unscented. What's it called? The what we were just looking at? Dishwasher unscented dishwasher pots.
Yeah, you can say just dishwasher pots as well.
Okay, let's just put dishwasher pots. Dishwasher pots. Can you? I'm gonna share my screen. I'm sharing my screen right now. I don't know why, but I'm not getting the.
Uh, Emily, can you please share Raphael's screen?
I think she is.
No, she isn't.
Oh
At,
no, she's.
at least I'm seeing my screen showing up.
No, no, I'm seeing my screen. I'm seeing your screen as well. Well, don't worry. Look right there. Can you just look for unscented pots?
There you go. There you go. Now you're sharing.
Oh well, I closed it. All right. Can you share Andrew's screen, Emily, please? Andrew, can you search for unscented pots?
Okay.
All right. Go up. Go up. Can you go to? Oh, we can't see on your screen. And to the left, there should be how many sellers there are.
Wait a minute. You mean dishwasher?
Sure. Just put dishwasher. How many sellers does it say to the left? And the screen doesn't show up.
Let me see if I can put it here. You mean the results?
Yeah, but that doesn't look right. There
The
should be
242?
that should be a way more, way more. I don't know why it's popping up like that. Let's look for something else just in
Yeah,
case.
because it's unscented. It's a long term keyword. Keyword. Let me put it here. Yeah, there you go. For example, dishwasher pots. You've got 700.
I go. Let me see because we can't see. Okay, well, right there, guys, 700. Actually, this is very low. It should be way more than that. Um, just like you think it's easy because people already know they want that. Well, also 700 people are there thinking the exact same thing. So they'll do the exact same thing and they're all going to go for the easiest. Why they're going to go for the easiest? It's because you don't need to create more content. And to create more content or specific content or good content that's either going to drive traffic or increase conversion, obviously you need to create content that drives traffic for PPC. Um, because of that, and because that costs more money, a lot of those sellers are gonna limit themselves and stay in the lane of sponsored products. That's why having an overall 180, 360 strategy for PPC, not just a bottom of the funnel, but a top, a middle, and a bottom of the funnel, meaning that you drive traffic with streaming ads, sponsored product videos ads, retargeting ads, things like that, right? That could increase your chances of getting a longer LTV, meaning subscribe and save, okay? Because this is a type of product that has should have a high LTV, a lifetime value, okay, of the product. And at the end, the ads are going to cost you less because now you wouldn't have to pay for to acquire that customer over and over again. Now I'm just going to show you the type of
Yeah.
strategies. See.
So yeah. So what I was trying to explain was about um, how can you do when you have a niche that is very competitive, that have very high CPCs. So lots of people are going to start out with sponsored products. That's okay because that's what's going to help you create your organic ranking strategy. But what that does is that it creates a lot of demand for this type of advertising, which is going to make it very difficult for you to find good placements at a good cost. Okay. So one cool thing that you can try with sponsor brands or with sponsor display, these are different type of strategies. Like for example, with sponsor brands, you can create advertisements like collections, which was the the first advertising that you saw when I was sharing my screen, or videos, which was the type of advertising that Rafael talked about, or store spotlights, right? So this is one of the things that you can do. You can either, for example, create a you can either create your ads based on the keywords, and usually you're gonna get way cheaper CPCs. The reason is because Amazon will there's a lot less people doing this type of advertising, but in case it's still very high, one of the things that everybody does and it's on default is the goal strategy for your advertising campaigns. So for example, here you can see that it's by default drive page visits, which a lot of people think it works like meta ads. In meta ads, you tell Meta what you want to optimize for, and the algorithm will literally do that for you. So if you tell Meta that you want to sell more, it literally will look for people who are more likely to buy. But on Amazon, it doesn't work this way. So even though you tell them drive page visits and charge me based on on the cost per click, because pretty much 90% of people are doing this, what it does is that it increases or inflates the CPC. But if you do, for example, this type of advertising, which is grow brand impression share, and you're charged based on viewable impressions, you might get more traffic with less CPCs. Ironically, even though you're not even charged by CPCs, you're charged by impressions. So yeah, that's a very cool way that you can also do. You can try. Amazon at the end of the day is a lot about trying because every niche has different um, advertising strategies, and because the other advertisers how they are strategizing, it also affects your cost. So if a lot of people are doing drive page visits, then the CPCs are going to be very high. But if there are many smart advertisers who are doing grow brand impression share, then you might go with drive page visits. So yeah, I highly recommend that you also test it out. It also applies to sponsor display. In sponsor display, you have a lot of formats, like for example, conversions, optimized per conversions, per page visits, and per reach. And a lot of people are gonna click on conversion, which is gonna elevate tremendously the CPCs.
Yeah.
So you might try with a reach and being charged by CPM.
Volume. Yeah.
So yeah, that's another cool way to kind of get much better CPCs in case your niche is very inflated. Uh,
Um, in terms of that's in terms of, of PPC. Can we look at the listing really quick before we move on to the next question?
yeah,
And that's in terms of PPC, Daniel, that you have to consider it. The other thing that I would do then is look at your listing because obviously, great, people clicked on that, and that's just half the work. Now you have to make sure that they actually buy your product, right? So you need to actually understand. They actually need to understand that your product is the one that's gonna give them the best results. That's gonna solve the problem overall better than any other product.
yep,
Okay,
that's right. That's right.
So we looked at the hero image. Let's look at the other images. Like, what's the main purpose of a dishwasher pot?
I think it's a convenience.
I think it's cleaning the actual dishes.
Yeah,
Like, you're literally looking for something that cleans your dishes. So why don't I see the first image I would like to see, or I would put if it was my listing, is literally a before and after, or why this is a better a better product to clean the dishes, that hard grease or whatever. So I would put a photo or an image, or I would create one that makes them feel like, holy crap, this is the product I need if I want all that sticky grease to get off my dishes. If we go to the second image, go to the second image really quick, Andrew. All right. How many people do you think they know what EWG means?
I don't.
I don't know what EWG means.
I've
Okay.
never.
I've never heard of it as well. All right, it's a certificate, but like, does it mean that it's engineer with G things? I don't know, right? So I understand that people want to put like things like labels or certificates to like make them feel like it's more important and it's better and all that, which is good. But now you're creating a new you're creating a new barrier of entry in terms of knowledge for the product. So this type of certificate, I would put it in the A plus content, or put it here and then build it up in the A plus content and explain what it is. Okay. Um, this is great, but can we keep going on the main images, because that's the first thing people see, and then they actually see the A plus content. If this doesn't click with them, most likely they'll even see it. Why we should choose us? Sure. Uh, Let me see the fourth image, fifth image, sixth image. All right, there's not one before and after, like not even one. The actual use of the product, the actual purpose of the product, which is like, can you go to the last one? Yeah, free from that free from is actually barely readable in the sixth image. Um,
Yeah, it's losing behind the background.
One thing that I see a lot is that, unfortunately, Amazon sellers, which is good for new sellers, this is a point of difference. They don't really care about the images. They will just put this into ChatGPT or whatever, and they just use whatever AI that brings and pops on an image, or they just pay whoever that creates. There's no, there's no strategy behind it. I'm pretty sure, Daniel, if you launch the same exact product, but you have a better way of telling the story, you would definitely take market share away from them. Um, yeah,
Yeah, I think they're having issues with their suppliers as well, or something, because they had to increase their price, but their year over year is very bad. It's very terrible. So for a niche that is growing this fast, that is showing that the trend is very high, that a lot of people are looking for it, it's selling very, very low. Like, I'm surprised that their sales haven't increased. As the niche has increased, everybody is selling more for sure, but this brand is not. And I think one of the reasons is because this content might have been good for 2023, or might have done a decent job, but nowadays it's simply not doing the job
it's not.
whatsoever. So yeah, I think that's one of the things I would also. This looks like AI. I cannot. It. I know it's not, but it does look like AI.
Maybe it is AI.
Yeah, who knows nowadays?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that would be it, right.
Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, the package is beautiful and it's like, it looks like a cool product and all that. But then if I were launching, like, this is great, but I would recreate something similar, higher end looking, which looks organic. It looks good. It looks like the product you would find in Whole Foods in a very high end supermarket. But again, what is the end goal? The end goal is to clean dishes, literally. I don't see it before an after image. Something so simple. And from there, I can talk about videos and all these other things. All right, dude, we reached the 30-minute mark with this only one ASIN. I think we have gonna have to leave Omar's question for if now we're gonna go into an hour, and I have so much work.
Yeah, yeah, that's okay, Omar. We invite you to join our next live on Tuesday, and
Tuesday.
there we can. I think we can prepare something for you as well to give you a really cool answer.
Yeah, yeah.
Great. Well, thank you so much,
This ran longer than
everybody. Yeah, this one was very long, but I think we gave cool advice. This is the reason why I was saying that at the beginning that we have a lot of experience in the cleaning space in general. I think that's a bit of coincidence because it's not like we have been on purpose trying to get these type of clients, but we have a lot of them. So
we do.
we can be speaking about this for hours for sure.
Yeah, hours and hours. That's for sure. And we actually have great success with within the cleaning space.
Yeah,
Great success. Honestly, big
I would
success.
one of the biggest, one of the
Yeah,
biggest. So
supplements. We have. I think we've had great the best success. Supplements, cleaning, anything that has to do with like LTV products that have a long time value products. I feel like we've had really good success. Yeah.
yeah, I
All
agree.
right. Cool, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Tuesday, 10 a.m. We'll try to be on time. 10 a.m. or 9 a.m.? 9 a.m. Sorry, 9 a.m. 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
Tuesday, 9 a.m. We'll try to be on time. And we'll be here half an hour. So have your questions ready. We'll be more than happy to answer anything or give any advice. Everything's for free. But if you do want to schedule a call with us, there should be a QR code in the bottom, which there isn't. I don't know whether it's not there. You go. Thank you, Emily. So QR code, just scan it if you need PPC help or if you need content help. We also do social media content, social media management. We created more than 3 million views with an account within 3 months by developing a bunch of videos for that account. That was for a pet supplement brand called House of Canis. So yeah, thank you so much for your time.
Great.